In today's video, I'm going to show you guys the best Mitsurugi card, and then there's Noya, the Dotic Remnant. Sup, Yugi? Don't mind the mess. In this video, I'm going to show you guys every combo you need to know about Mitsurugi. All three of them, all one-card starters. I saved the best for last. Noya the Dotic is the best Mitsurugi card in the game. So make sure to check this out. Stay tuned for the entire video. Let's go! Because I know I'm going to win a YCS with this. And do not forget, there's a Mitsurugi Masterclass.
Damn, what is that, bro?
Tomorrow! So go check that out right now, down below. This Mitsurugi Masterclass will have 15 hours of greatness. And I'm gonna win Orlando with it. Let's go. 3 one-card Mitsurugi combos you need to know. 1 X Rissal leading to a full ritual summon combo with cross Rissal setup. Ice Rissal does the same thing. No one knows how to do it because you can't normal the Saji. How do you ritual summon? I will teach you now how to ritual summon a full Mitsurugi combo with 1 Ice Rissal. And additionally, the number 1 starter in all of Mitsurugi is Noya the Dotic Remnant with minimal bricks. I will show you how to do this with you're basically playing only 1 brick and you're able to play 6 crazy starters that lead to full combo. I will show you this at the very end. Stay tuned for that. And make sure to check out the masterclass where I show you how to use them together, how to interact with hand traps. Your opponent has triple hand trap, you'll defeat them. If your ice or X resolve, if they get stopped and you have a single extender, you're playing through 3 hand traps. This plays through every hand trap. All 3 are the best starters in the whole deck, and I'll teach you now how to do it. They're all 1-card starters. Starting with X Rissal. X Rissal will summon. If you want to learn more about this, check out the masterclass tomorrow, baby, 5 p.m. Eastern time. With that being said, X is going to send a detonator. That X will then trigger to add the Sword Rissal from our deck to our hand. We're going to special the Sword Rissal to get Ice Rissal. We will not be summoning that Ice Rissal. We'll be putting these into King of the Feral Imps. This is where you check your opponent for hand trap. Your King of the Feral Imps detach the fire. King of the Feral Imps will be adding Saji. Now you normal the Saji. Saji will add you the ritual spell. Now you know all you need is 1 King of the Feral Imps to lead to your combo. At this point, you have a multitude of different options. You can play with cards in your hand, but the safest route is put King of the Feral Imps with 1-card combo. King of the Feral Imps and Saji. Put that into Twins of the Eclipse. Special Ice Rissal from your hand, sending the Twins of the Eclipse, triggering the Twins of the Eclipse. That will trigger King of the Feral Imps, or target King of the Feral Imps and detonator. You will then detach the detonator to add a King of the Feral Imps, adding yourself the last ritual piece. And just like that, you're able to ritual summon. You're still going to get the full dual drive combo. This just shows what you can do here. You already result X, so you're able to freely go into ritual now. Summoning the Murakamo. You do not need to play the Brick of Serpent. You could play it if you'd like, but it's it only played if you're playing Snake Rain and a Dotic in your Rissal version, which again in my Mitsurugi class I show how. What we do now is we're going to send the Kusanagi and another Saji, assuming you're not playing any bricks in your deck. Otherwise, obviously you would send Serpent, but we're assuming you're just on a pure Rissal Mitsurugi version. Kusanagi will be adding back the ritual spell. You'll be activating the ritual spell. I'm not respecting hand trap because it's the 1-card combo. Obviously, if you had an extra monster, it'll be able to go dual drive way earlier. So I'm not respecting it for this 1-card combo, where obviously if you're 1-card starter, there's Veiler the Ice. You know, so then you just summon any of your other 25 extenders and win the game automatically and do the exact same thing. So you're going to ritual summoning the Futsu, triggering the Ame to summon back the Ame, and Ame will trigger to add yourself the prayers. Prayers will then activate, sending the Futsu to then add if you'd like. By the way, pro tip here is you're going to want to save as many Mitsurugi names in deck as humanly possible to make sure this keeps coming back via its own effect. But to have if you're playing 3 Saji, you might as well have it in your hand here. And then this will special the Kusanagi. This will then trigger the Futsu, summoning back Futsu, and adding your trap card. If you're playing pure Rissal Mitsurugi, like with Nadir, play the Purification. If you're playing more engines, you don't necessarily need it, because if you're playing a Fiendsmith package on top or other engines, you're already ending on an unbreakable board, so it's irrelevant. Another pro tip, make sure to utilize the EMZ as much as humanly possible, because obviously you're going to run out of space sometimes. Dual drive effect to attach. You already have this in attack position because 3200 versus 8. So to play around Druid's Worm is not really a thing because you obviously are not going to put this in defense. You're going to use this then to attach any Rissal. You're then going to detach. Make sure to put all the reptiles and stuff in the grave. Triggering the dual drive to add Rissal Cross and Node Rissal. activate cross. So you have the cross on field. Then you're going to special node, send King of the Pharaoh Imps, special Saji. At this point, you could go Dweller if you want. But obviously, you're just going to go Detonator. So you go Detonator, Detonator, attach that Twins of the Eclipse. Use the Rise of Cross to put back. I guess draw first, just so your opponent doesn't know if you're on 1 or 2 Detonator. So you draw 1 unknown, and then put back, these are on field. Yeah, put summon back, put back whatever. Actually put back the fire. So once this resolves, put back the fire. Because, like, you have less fires. Then lights. You go Detonator. Attach Twins. And then you pass. And what this is, it's a 1 card. Ice Rissal. Ice Rissal does the same thing, but it's a different route. It's a lot harder. But I'll show you how. This gives you 3 interruptions from Detonator. It gives you a cross interruption with the dual drive there. This discards 1 card from their hand, and it'll Regeki. When you go Purification, make sure this gives you Omni Negate. You specifically negate this. Do not summon it back. Later, Futsu will then resummon back this, resummon back this. You add back 2 spells. You add this and another Prayers to your hand, so your turn actually begins like this. So your turn begins with 4 cards in hand with a trap follow-up, and then on their last play, you Futsu, summon back the Murakamo to Regeki. So this is a Regeki, a discard. Also, you can actually Detonator the itself anytime you like with protection. Twins would trigger, resulting in another interruption from Detonator. So it would be like this on top, well, this on top. So you're looking, this. So you're looking at 3 material Detonator. So I'm assuming Twins will resummon back. This could get up to 4 pops. 5 Purifications, so 6. Discard 7, Regeki 8. This is a 1 card combo, 8 interruptions, layered. Very, very layered. So that's the 1 card combo with X Rissal. I will now show you the 1 card Ice Rissal combo. And the Ice Rissal one is a lot more difficult. I advise pay attention. Alright, this is a 1 Ice Rissal combo. 1 Ice Rissal combo. How do you ritual summon while having to not normal summon Saji with just Mitsurugi Rissal? So you normal Ice Rissal, you activate the effect, you're gonna go sword, sword will get your X. Do not call your X, you're adding your X. You're going to then go into King of the Pharaoh Imps. I am not respecting hand traps because obviously this deck is just 1 Ice Rissal. So with your other 5 cards, you would have bait every hand trap. So yes, I need to have extenders. You go King of the Pharaoh Imps. You're specifically going to add Saji. I understand. You already normal summon. That's okay. Then you're going to X, send Detonator. Don't waste your Twins. If you're playing 2 Twins, I guess you could send that. But I like saving the Twins in the extra deck for a crazy follow-up. X will trigger. This adds node. You're then going to special node. You're going to node always detach the fire off every XYZ. Very vital for Bestials. Node, you're going to send the Saji to special the sword. Then you're going to put these 2, EMZ, for our good friend Dugaris. And this is how to combo. You need Dugaris in your extra deck. We are not drawing. We are special summoning the Saji from the graveyard. That way, whether we start with Ice Rissal normal summon or not, this card will always trigger. So we're going to trigger our Ice Rissal. Ice Rissal effect will go, adding ourselves the ritual spell. Next, we're going to put these 2. Well, at this point, put these 2 for Twins of the Eclipse. Obviously, your opponent will have Nibiru already, but you might as well just have an extra layer in case they're asleep or if they want to save their Nibiru for next match. Because the way some people play Yu-Gi-Oh, I don't know what the hell they're doing. So you might as well just be safe at this point. Just put that there. You're going to need it later for your combo. Always leverage the EMZ. You will run out of space every time playing this deck in the main monster zones. You're going to go dual drive. You could, I guess, put a defense or attack. Doesn't really matter. Effect to attach. Effect to detach. Always keep an Ice Rissal under because you have so many Ice Rissals and X Rissals. Try to put these under the dual drive to put the others in graveyard to be adding back. We're going to add cross and ice. At this point, you can recognize now we're going to activate cross. We're then going to special the ice, sending the Twins. That's where Twins comes up, using the last ice. And we're literally going to do the exact same combo. that we just did. We're going to detach these. At this point, you might as well draw, just in case you don't want to be re-adding with this. Just put back the detonator and the sword. It depends how many detonators you play. Whatever, you're going to draw one unknown. And then you're going to King of the Fair Limbs, detach. You're going to add Murakamo. Yeah, just this is random, one unknown. So unknown, you search Murakamo. And then at this point, you ritual. You send the Kusanagi, send the other Saji. Obviously, we're playing Serpent, you send that. But we're playing a very, very, very pure version right now, not my version, which is still awesome, obviously. Kusanagi triggers, add back ritual. Ritual, send this. We're gonna summon Futsu again. We're gonna trigger this, adding itself and prayers. You're safe with cross, don't worry. Once cross is up, you're relatively safe. You can go prayers for one last layer of interrupts. Sending the Futsu. You can add back your follow-up now if you like. You're drawing one and searching one in this follow-up. And then Futsu will trigger. Summoning, adding yourself the trap. Prayers will result first to special from grave. This, you're not going to able to end on detonator with this line, but even better than detonator, we're ending on dweller. Just put this in attack. So you end on this board, which is an auto win, because you have the cross to negate something. Your opponent will be at low amount of cards because you only have one card. So one card Ice Rise combo. So you also have 4 cards on top. Where to use this? So you'll have 4 cards on top. So you should have 5 unknowns at this point, plus these Saji for follow-up. So this is a 1-card combo where you end on 6 cards in hand, and you have a full board. You dweller in draw phase. Don't get hit with Ultimate Slayer post side deck. If it's game 1, you could wait, but then you get more open to talents. You could play around talents as much as you like. And depending on what deck dweller hurts, you might not even activate a monster effect, depending on what they're playing. Like if you know they're playing a deck dweller despises, don't lose the talents. Then you just have a cross on this and 5 hand traps basically. And yeah, that's the full board with Ice Rissal. This way, it's obviously with 1 extra engine, you can end on a detonator. And starting your turn in main phase 2 is fine. Like Dugaris, you still have your draw phase. You just lose your main phase 1. I don't give a shit because you're literally still putting up an unbreakable board and winning the duel immediately. Now, lastly, I'm going to show you what Noya does. This is still in the very pure version. I have my updated deck list. Check out my masterclass tomorrow to figure out how I played this with 3 Snake Rain, 3 Noya. Noya's full combo. What you're going to see right now is absurd. The reason why Noya is so powerful, as you're comboing with all your cards, I showed you guys how Ice Rise is a full combo, X Rise is a full combo. There's so many half starters in the combo. Noya is a full combo. Snake Rain's a full combo. There's so many 1-card combos that lead to full board. People thought this deck was a 2-card combo deck. It's actually a 1-card combo deck with all the 1-card combos that could get there, thanks to my genius brain. So I'm going to show you what Noya does. Assuming you wasted all your opponent's interruptions with your last 5 cards or 4 cards, you can hand trap them 4 times in on nothing, and then you just do this and win. So I'm going to show you guys what Noya does. Additionally, as you're playing, as you guys know, sometimes there's only 1 King of the Fair Limbs remaining after you bait out your opponent's stuff. So King of the Fair Limbs, you search Noya, Noya still does full combo. So what Noya does, assuming, this is a big part, assuming you have 1 of any monster in the field you don't care about. This means if you get Nibiru, it could be your own Nibiru, it could be your own Bestial. My version has 21 hand traps in a larger deck. Mathematically, you're seeing 2 of them 70% of the time. Every time going second game 1, 82% or something like that, pull side. Anyways, you have 1 random card on field. So this is like a 1.5 card combo, I guess. It could be a King of the Fair Limbs that they negate. It could be an Exciton they negate. This happens very often as you guys are playing. This will never be your only card, but it's just an example. You go Exciton, they impermanent. They're like, oh, okay, they're out of interruptions now. Then you go win. Or you go, Fair Limbs gets hand trapped, and then you go win. Same thing, dual drive, whatever. There's countless numbers of things. Typically, when they have 1 interruption left and you summon Dugaris, they're hand trapping this to fuck because they don't want to lose to like getting sacked by drawing ritual summon. So then you just do this. All right. So assuming you have anything random on board, you Noya, you only play 1 brick in this whole deck. It's Curse, but it's actually a really good card to draw because you can put it in graveyard and it's a level 8 for the rituals. So it's all good. We're then going to special this, sending the random token or not monster or whatever we have on the field. Curse will trigger at specialing a level 4 Agdodic from your graveyard. This is all a 1-card special summon combo. Special summon. You could normal your ice, you could normal your Saji, and just run this shit later. Like normal Saji, imperm, like you have imperm and Noya and 4 hand traps. It's a very common hand in my deck. They stop the thing and then you do this and win the duel. Noya, so Curse, they can summon a monster from the graveyard, but the effect is utterly negated, so it's literally irrelevant because whatever the summoning is negated. Noya will trigger. Noya will add the best card in this entire deck, which you guys need to be playing immediately. It's Agdodic Daybreak. This card says tribute 1 reptile monster, which is literally your entire deck. Any Rissal bridges to Agdodic, so this is never dead. You go Agdodic Daybreak here to tribute the Curse of Dotic Light, putting it into the graveyard. And what that does here is going to blow your mind. It summons 4 tokens. So what this card does is it literally says tribute, 1 reptile, summon 4 tokens. I'm not capping. That's how broken this card is. So we're going to go ahead and summon 4 tokens here. For every 2 levels that monster has, special, 2 token, token, and it triggers all the Dodix, which is crazy, and even has a secondary effect, which we're going to use soon, and it comes up a lot. This card specials 4 monsters, 4 tokens, and then it foolishly burials a reptile, and that'll summon your Night Serpent. So effectively, 1 Noya does the same thing as 1 Snake Rain. So you could send Noya to your hand to grave, or you could just use Snake Rain. It does the exact same thing. So Snake Rain is just to get for Noya's combo. And now, when you're at this game state, you put 1 of these into Link Spider. 1 of the tokens will be going into Link Spider. And then Link Spider and the other random token will go into Lizard. Lizard just has different names. That's why you need the Link Spider. So 1 Link Spider, 1 Lizard are the only random links you play in the extra deck. The rest are relevant for the combo. So you play Lizard now to get not just 1, like this card, the combo draws 3 times. It'll draw 1 from this, 1 from Cross, 1 from Necro Equip. It's crazy. And yes, I'm playing Fiendsmith in this version. It synergizes so damn well with the Dodix because Necro Equip just replaces itself every time, and it gives you an even crazier grind game. Like, you cannot lose the grind game. It's impossible. So this will banish this to draw 1 unknown card. So whatever hand trap we draw, random unknown, okay? Now at this state, Daybreak, in order to foolish burial a card, specifically needs a reptile banished. Lizard inherently within the combo just banishes a reptile for you. So Daybreak will already just be able to banish itself to put this back. This will then send the Night Serpent. Serpent is fine in this version of the deck because you're playing 3 Snake Rain and 3 this. This and Curse of Dotic Light are the only cards you typically won't be playing. They're like no Rissal and Rissal Cross, basically. That's how I view them. Sword Serpent effect is special. You don't play Nunu. I don't even play Nunu. I do not play Nunu. Like, I literally only play this and Curse. I don't play any higher Dodix. There's no bricks. Like these are the only 2 bricks you could say, but they're actually fine in the deck. Like the way Prayers works, you actually want more reptile names. It makes the other Mitsurugis just stronger. So it just synergizes better. They're not like Gem Knight Garnets or something along those lines, you know? So yeah, this should be back in deck. Now with these 2, what we're going to be doing is going to go into Duo Drive. This is all a 1-card combo that without a normal summon. Duo Drive effect. This will add us Cross and Sword. Like, this is such a crazy... This is my favorite one because it does not require a normal summon. So you could just play with it like whatever you want later. So we had Cross and Sword. You're not going to activate Cross yet. At this point, you're going to take the Lizard and the Duo. And you're going to go into Moon of the Close Heaven. What's the point of tokens if you can't abuse them to Link Climb, right? So now that these 2 are in the grave, we're going to put them into Moon. You keep these 2 tokens forever. They're not just going to be a wall. They will come up a little later. You might as well, if your whole combo... Noya is crazy. Noya is full Rissal combo, full Fiendsmith combo, and full Ritual Summon combo with simply 1 card. It's absurd. Requiem will then go to special Lacrima. Lacrima will then send our good pal Engraver. At this point, you're summoning any of your extenders. Engraver, come to daddy. Send your Engraver. At this point, if you can go to Necro Equip, do it. Keep in mind, if I don't have access, if I have any if I have any other extender, I could make King of the Feral Imps right now, search, and then later make Necro Equip and then draw. You could always draw because it triggers all the Dodix. If I started this combo like just with Fiendsmith cards, let's say I have Fiendsmith and then a Dodic card in my hand, I go Engraver or Tract or whatever, or Normal Lurie, whatever, because this deck doesn't normal summon with Noya. Then you King of the Feral Imps, search Noya, send, draw off Necro Equip. It triggers Necro Equip, which is massive because you're always drawing 1 from Cross every turn. You're drawing 1 from Necro Equip every turn. You're drawing 1 from Lizard every turn. In a deck that plays 21 hand traps, you in engine draw 3 times. It's like Synchro Eldritch, but just a lot stronger. Like not even comparable. A lot stronger, a lot better grinding, and that's saying something because that deck was crazy. Lacrima in its time. Send the Engraver. At this point, we will not be using Engraver's effect to summon from grave. We're going to noob check him, basically. We don't need the tokens except for this specific reason. The tokens allow to noob check the opponent. We take the Lacrima and the token. The Lacrima and the token at that point will make sequence. Lacrima and the token. At this point, we say anything. No. We're going to actually put back this Engraver, but if he Nibiru's us at this point, like if he Nibiru's right here, which is very easy. It's a noob check. Always noob check where it's possible. If they see sequence and more than 5 cards or something, they'll fucking drop this shit. It's like always take the opportunity to noob check if you can for free. So if they Nibiru, you just engraver, put sequence back in deck, summon engraver, and just summon sequence again, and just summon Desiree again. So you don't need to. Additionally, you need 4 light fiends for this combo. We're trying to ritual summon, right? You already have all the fiendsmith stuff in rotation. So you do. This is why you don't engraver, because you put Moon back. There's no reason to do that right now when you already have the full combo. So what my combos always do is I remove steps that are unnecessary, that I win more. What the hell is a random engraver going to do in the field to what I have already? I'm not trying to go for Caesar. I'm trying to make Agnumde and have Lacrimon's level 4. So, and a follow-up with this. So I'm going to put these 3 back. Summoning the Desiree. We're going to put these to Agnumde. Oh, sorry. I'm going to take the token and sequence into Agnumde. This is a little cooler version. Resolve sequence to put on Desiree. Use Agnumde to summon the Lacrima. Now you have another level 4 to play with. Now special sword. Now if you notice something, we did not normal summon. So we could search Ice Rissal if we wanted to. There is an absurd number of lines that we could do here. But the one downside is that we only have a finite number of 4s. So because we have a finite number of 4s, it might be affected. For example, if we search Ice Rissal here, Ice Special Node, because Desiree's in the field, we are not able to search with X. So if we go Ice, send Node, we're able to King of the Fair Olymps, search Saji, Node, send Saji to grave, summon. We do Garis, summon back to Saji. Add spell, and then King of the Fair Olymps a hard second time to add again. So that line is able to ritual summon in full combo here. But I would like to end on a detonator because of cross. So that's something to keep in mind as well. Another line is, we also don't need to, like, keep in mind, cross is nice, but if we're like having some unbreakable board, it's not fully necessary, if that makes sense. Ritual summoning is absolutely vital in this combo. So sometimes you can just go Dweller and then Ritual and then have Desiree and a full Rise of follow-up. So there's always a few ways to do it. There's always good ways. So we get X. If we go these 2 into King of the Fair Olymps, King of the Fair Olymps normal Saji, X, send, that's still not good enough. The best line here is Ice. However, if you already normal summoned, it's still fine. It's still fine. So we're going to, sword, get the Ice effect, specifically going to special node, put cross anyways, because you're going to want to draw. At this point, you can you could detonator if you would like, but I would like to, it's the best play to ritual summon. It's just stronger, and you already passed all hand trap checks because they would have already hand trapped you. So you already passed those tests. You're going to take the Ice and the sword. You're going to take the Lacrima and the sword for King of the Fair Olymps. We're going to detach. Let's keep this on board for now. We'll keep the Lacrima for now. We're going to detach the sword because I want that in the grave to add King of the Fair Olymps. Adding Saji. We're going to node send Saji to special the sword. Then we're going to take these 2, right? Yeah, we're going to take these 2. Or keep the Lacrima. No, that's good. That's good. I want this in graveyard. We're going to put these 2. Wait. I see it's a little complicated. We'll keep the Lacrima for now. The reason why is I want both Rissals engraved to make sure we could draw. So we're going to put these into Dugaris. Put these to summon Saji. Saji will get the ritual spell. Now, obviously, this is a 1-card combo. So this is a 1-card full Rissal, full Fiendsmith, full Mitsurugi combo. Obviously, if you draw any other card, it makes it even easier. Just keep that in mind that you're going to want to keep some stuff. If possible, always put the flyers in graveyard if you notice how I did that, because now the cross will put them back, so our follow-up is much stronger. At this point, there's many lines we can do. I would always recommend drawing first because what you draw could affect your line. So at this point, I would just put these 2 back to draw 1. You don't know what you could draw. They could help at some point. Next, we're going to take these 2, put back the Ice, make Eclipse Twins. That way you just have more of like stronger thing versus interruptions. And eventually, if you get Twins to the graveyard as your opponent's playing, if this goes to the grave, you could use this to summon back Duo. Duo will trigger and then cross will be live on the opponent's turn. So you're still able to get the cross interruption with twins on their opponent's turn. Never forget that. It's a big brain play. Then we go, this is why 2 King Leaf Heirlooms is vital. Let them to go to the grave is fine. We're going to put the Lakuma to the graveyard to now get ourselves the Ame. And then we're going to Ritual, summon Ame, and send Kusanagi and Saji. Kusanagi will add back the Ritual spell. Sending this, summoning Futsu. This will trigger to add prayers. You can add prayers or purification. It's actually the same thing. If you started with prayers, obviously don't do that. But prayers, I think, will be a little, like, considering that we didn't start with it, prayers would be better. If you didn't start with it, but you can always just get this. It's not too big of a deal. This just gives you 1 extra card in hand. You go prayers, sending the Futsu, just to get Ame in hand, triggering the Futsu, adding Purification, putting this in graveyard. So the end combo will lead to 2 draw, like just a 1 card combo is 2 draws, follow-up of Saji, Purification, and this with Desiree on the field instead of the Detonator. However, when this gets sent to the graveyard, which it will throughout the combo, or when Desiree gets sent, you can sometimes, like let's say if they Nibiru you or it's only with line, you just bring back a dual drive with 2 materials, negate 1 on your opponent's turn, 1 on your turn with the cross, and you have unlimited draw follow-up. That's the 1 card combo with Noya, and if you had any other combo card engine as you play, you're drawing 1 more off Necro Equip, and additionally, you're also 1 level 4 away from a Detonator instead of a King of the Pharaoh Imps. So any level 4, this would have been a Detonator over the Imps. And this is full, like, Fiendsmith follow-up, full, and as you guys know how crazy Kusanagi is, sorry, Futsu, because it'll summon Kusanagi. So you get the Ritual follow-up, you get the Dogdik follow-up, you get the Fiendsmith follow-up, you get the Rissal follow-up. You cannot lose the duel once you play. So that's why I love more 1-card starters that not only make your grind game infinitely better, but it makes your board infinitely better, makes you better versus interruptions. The only time more engines are bad is if they don't go together, but this works incredibly well. And that is the video.